Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we're reviewing Paris Saint-Germain 2, Tottenham Hotspur FC 2, 4-3 on penalties in the UEFA Super Cup 2025. PSG ends up winning. They look like trash for 85 minutes. Tottenham defends very well for 85 minutes, and they take their chances and score and have a 2-goal lead. But you know what they say, a 2-0 lead is the most dangerous lead in football. And Tottenham went full Tottenham. They thought, they made it look like, oh, they might actually be able to win. It might actually be different for once. They went back to the old Tottenham right at the end of the game. So sad. So sad. But PSG, at some point, they were going to show up. The real PSG was going to show up. And they finally did at the death. And they found a way to tie the game up and win the shootout. And Tottenham choked in both ways. They had a 2-0 lead during the game. They choked and let it get tied. Tottenham had a lead during the shootout. A 2-0 lead during the shootout. They blew that as well and lost. They honestly were the better team for most of the game. But in the end, PSG is way too overpowered. 39th minute, Mickey van de Ven scores. Ball shot off the crossbar, falls in front of Van de Ven. He slots it home, 0-1. Halftime, it's 0-1. Christian Romero scores, ball's crossed in. He heads the ball in, goes off the hand and bounces over it. Off the hand of Chevalier and bounces over it. Into the net, 0-2, no extra touch. It's a 2-0 lead for Tottenham. 85th minute, Lee Kong-in scores. Ball falls to him. He takes a laser of a shot. Beats Vicario 1-2. 90+3, Dembele crosses the ball in. Ramos is at front of the net. And he slots the ball home. 2-2. Full time, it's 2-2. We go to penalties. Vitinha starts the shootout. He puts it off the post for PSG. Well, Solanke went first. He bangs his penalty home. Vitinha puts his penalty off the post. It's 1-0. Betancourt with a laser makes it 2-0. Gonçalo Ramos slots home the penalty to make it 2-1. Mickey van de Ven gets saved by Chevalier. Dembele slots his penalty home to make it 2-2. Matthias Tell puts it way wide. Still 2-2. Lee Kong-in slots home the penalty to make it 3-2 and gives PSG the lead. Pedro Porro slots home his penalty to make it 3-3. If PSG misses or Tottenham makes a save, we go to sudden death. But Núñez slots home his penalty to make it 4-3. And there you go. After penalties, it is 2-2. 4-3 on penalties. PSG wins the Super Cup. They have lifted the trophy. And in the end, even though they probably deserve to lose, they still win. They still outpower Tottenham. As you would expect with the team with a roster that PSG has, they outpowered Tottenham. Full-time stats are as follows. 12 shots to 13, 3 shots on goal to 5, 74% possession to 26% possession. 572 pass to 197, 90% pass accuracy to 70% pass accuracy, 12 fouls to 2, 2 offside to 4, 3 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 7 corners to 2. Here's the thing about this game. Tottenham fell back too quickly. When they had a chance to put this away, they defended very well for 85 minutes, but they let PSG push and knock at the door for like 20 minutes. That's not the smart play. You defend well, yes, but they let PSG hold on to possession in their own end, in their own final third for 20 minutes. At some point, they were going to knock the door down. And after Lee Kong-in scored, Tottenham still said, you know what? It's only 5 to 10 minutes. We can handle. And they still let PSG just chip away, play in their own defensive end, or play in Tottenham's defensive end, the defensive final third, their own final third. They just let them keep playing, keep chipping away, keep chipping away, keep chipping away. Let Dembele go wide, cross the ball in. Ramos makes the run. You cannot let PSG play like that. Beating PSG in a major cup final or a major cup game, it ain't for everyone. Chelsea dominated them, and they stayed even keel. Chelsea stayed even keel. Chelsea stayed smart and played them tough. And kept dominating them and playing them tough. And never gave them a chance to what Tottenham did. Arsenal gave them too many chances when they played them. Tottenham did not learn from Chelsea. This was not a dominant game from Tottenham. They were the better team for most of it. In my opinion, they were the better team for most of the game, even if the stats don't really bear that out. The defense they played, the way that they were taking their chances, the way they played defense, the toughness they showed for the first 85 minutes, they were the better team. And then they dumbly let PSG back into the game. They let them chip away. So really the first 60 minutes, 65 minutes, they let them chip away. And you cannot do that. As a team like Tottenham who hasn't won a trophy up until 2 months ago, you won another trophy. You are winning the game. You cannot let PSG, a team that overpowered with forwards and midfielders who could score and very good players, you had them dead to rights. You didn't dominate them like Chelsea did, but you had them dead to rights. Tottenham had PSG dead to rights. And in the end, they just said, nah, we'll hold on. We'll let them chip away. No. They ran out of gas, which sucks because Tottenham have played preseason games. They've had a good couple of preseason games. Yes, they got their ass beat like a drum by Bayern Munich. In Munich. No human son, because he just went to LAFC and debuted as well. But Tottenham have match fitness. This is PSG's first game since the Chelsea game. They have not played a preseason friendly. This is their only preseason friendly. And depending how you want to talk about this game, is it really a friendly depending on how you feel about it? Is it though? It is, but it isn't. Tottenham had more match fitness and they fell absolutely flat over the last 20 minutes. Like all they could do was let PSG knock at the door, chip away, and hope to God you hold on, and you didn't. You go to penalties, you have the lead, and then you choked. Now, but again, PSG's overpowered, Ryan. They should be winning the shootout because they're overpowered and they have all these amazing players who should be able to score penalties. You would be correct. Vitinha still missed. But Tottenham does not have the quality that PSG does, and that showed very obviously over the last 10 minutes of the game. And then the shootout. Tottenham should have won this game. Yes. Did they? No, because they choked. They deserved better. Yes. But PSG are Champions League winners for a reason. They are the runners-up of the world for a reason. They did not look good without João Neves. That is true. But they figured it out by the end. Tottenham had them dead to rights, and they still let them breathe. And in the end, that bit them in the ass. Tottenham's going to regret this one for a long time. Man of the match for me, Gonzalo Ramos. Man came up big when he had to. So there's your answer. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once it's subscribed. And send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you at 5:55 Central, maybe 6 o'clock, depending on when this gets up on Rumble. Because I have to upload it on both places, this review, before the Vancouver Forge game starts. But I will be here for the Forge Vancouver game, live and review as well. So we still have one more live, one more review today, and then tomorrow, of course, we'll be live at 9 o'clock for Shelahu versus Real Esteli, and we'll review that as well once it's over. So congratulations to PSG, commiserations to Tottenham. Playing PSG and beating them in a major cup final is not for everybody. It is for Chelsea, but it ain't for you, Tottenham. Y'all are solid, but you got to learn. You got to learn some things. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.